me to close those. We switch devices. We can turn this basically off. Yeah, there we go. I don't need any of those. But I might need... No, for coloring I don't. Alright. I do, actually. Hold up. Despite what it may appear, this ain't my first rodeo. Hey, Waffles. Let me angle this. There we go. Now it looks like a cannon staring at me. Hoy. Been a while, ain't it? His show up twice, so we'll do his first. As the title says, this is gonna be a low effort, low energy strum. So, don't expect much. Oh yeah? Big news? Let's hear it. Should I turn that off for spoilers? Do 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 do. Oh, right there as well. And then hers only once, okay. About a Windows 98. It's in perfect condition. Wow. It's funny that you mention a Windows 98 computer. I also have one. The only real problem with R98 is I think the mouse port, like the USB port, doesn't work because I've plugged in like 12 different mice to that thing and it just doesn't work. So everything else is functioning, it's just it doesn't have a mouse, which is basically it's non-functional. So I hooked up its monitor to my PC. So now I have a dual monitor set up, and one of them happens to be a 98. I absolutely love it. The fact that you were able to found one in perfect condition is amazing as well. But also not surprising because 98s were built to last. They're a good system. So that means you get to hook up, have the old maze screensaver that I miss dearly. God, I miss that screensaver so much. Or pipes. Oh god, I miss pipes and flower box. The old screensavers and sound effects. I did download a bunch of sound bites of the old sound effects, so... You know, just for the heck of it. Eh.
Was the jerky brought in, or is it...
It's somewhere. Yeah, it's brought in.
Alright, I'll...
So yeah, that's awesome. that you were able to find it. The only thing that's really giving me trouble is adjusting to the screen size. Like, the colors and everything show up perfectly and whatnot, and it's all fully customizable. It's just the size of the screen. I've had to, like, zoom out on all of my web browsers just so I can see what the heck's going on. But I have to do it for each individual website. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. So now my old monitor is my secondary monitor, and this is just for art. This monitor, my old monitor, I use now exclusively for Medibang. Maybe video editing. I haven't really figured it out because it is small and I need to get used to it, but my keyboard isn't wireless, and it's the old 98 keyboard. So it's got all these buttons on it that I have actually no idea what they do. But I did get a wireless mouse. So now I can transfer between the monitors because they're on two separate desks because they're just so big. It's fun. I'm living the retro dream. You got the old games too. Oh my god. Did yours have a floppy disk reader? Because ours does. I haven't actually gone through any of our floppy disks, but they're all labeled, so I sort of know what's on them. Okay, that one's already done. This one. This one. It sadly had... Oh, you don't have any floppy disks. I think the floppy disks are going to be a lot harder to get your hands on than a fully functioning 98. Okay, I'm going to do short tail. And maybe lion stripe on the same layer. Since they're pretty far. No. Well, Brundlefor's definitely on our own layer, so maybe short tail is too, so we'll see. Can y'all hear me okay? I had to readjust everything. Literally everything. God, floppy disks. Man, they were like the OG thumb drive. Very few people know what I'm talking about. I thought I would use the computer as a prop, make a short film based on late 90s off. But it's pretty cool. They're like... Yeah, I saw that picture on your community post. It took... That's a blender setup, right? Because that took me a moment. I'm just looking at it. It's like this is either Blender or a very oddly rendered photo. For like half a second, I thought you took a picture of my setup, but that's not what my desk looks like. What? Oh, wait a minute. I don't have cassette tapes. I think we still do somewhere because my family hoards. My family hoards technology. But yeah, 98s are nifty little machines. They, in theory, can be hooked up to the internet, but I don't suggest doing that. Because with the way the internet is now, I don't think a 98 processor could handle it. Even if it could, the interfacing would be a little off. So if you just want to use it as like a private home computer for like just games and stuff, try to think of words. It would get a million vibes. Oh, absolutely. It's terrible. Now you can like new computers now come with built-in virus protection because they need it. Like you cannot operate on the internet if you don't have a built-in virus protection because just there's so much spyware, malware, all the different wares. Just a million little nasties that want to get into your computer and just wreck shit for no reason. The thing of streaming Doom surprisingly works well. Oh, cool. I think no, that one was Men in Black. Never mind. I've never actually played any of the Doom games officially. I mean, I love Doom Eternal. I love the soundtrack. I love the story of Doom. But when it comes to like gameplay and whatnot, I'm just nah on video games. I'm the same with anime. It's like, well, actually, no, I'm not the same with anime. I am very picky with my anime. Oh, and if that owl guy is here, great news. I have started watching Cowboy Bebop. I'm only 10 episodes in, so please no spoilers. But I have started watching it, and I do really like it. Okay, everybody was right. Cowboy Bebop is enjoyable. It's not the best anime I've ever seen. I still think the best anime ever is either, fuck me, uh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or, uh, damn, Madoka Magica. The other ones is like I enjoy them, but it's purely for nostalgic reasons. Like I enjoy Bleach purely for nostalgia. It's just pure nostalgia for that guy. Same with Wolf's Rain. I'm trying to think of others because I'm just not an anime person. I know everyone's gonna scream at me, but hey, I like One Punch Man. Okay, there's nothing wrong with One Punch Man. It's just I haven't sat down and finished the series. I got the gist of it, and I like it. Black Lagoon is one show that I think I finished, but I honestly can't remember if I finished watching it. But I remember loving it to death. It was one of the first animes I actually got into. And then Bleach happened. Holy shit, that's way darker now. I had to change the contrast since this is a second. I had to change this to a dual monitor system so the contrast is off. So now Brindlefur on my monitor looks so red right now. It's just... It's gonna look weird because now my contrast is off, so when I render backgrounds, I have a feeling I'm gonna be using the wrong colors. Upset Skexy noises. Oh, yeah, I get it. You know, I haven't finished a project in completion, like the whole thing. I haven't finished a project since that animatic music video I made last year. Because everything else I've been working on are series, and it's really hard to like feel the I finished a project when it's a series. Like yes, I finish pages and I finish pieces and whatnot, but I don't see that as a project. But then again, I'm also a workaholic, so dopamine is hard to come by when you're a workaholic. Nothing's the same, it's just the same, that's all. I gotta turn this off. It is too warm in here, and I feel like my computers are gonna explode. What's also been really frustrating is the things and projects and upcoming events that I'm getting really, really excited for now are in like July. Or it's just a project that'd be fun to do in October. But then the other video projects that I'm working on are like, this is fine. I just don't have any like sprites for it. So I'm just meh. It's slow going. If Already Ish was here, I think she could uh, attest to the fact of getting excited for Art Fight in February when it ain't until July. So I'm just sitting here vibrating. But hey, if I get ready for Art Fight now, it won't be a crunch in June. You gotta be smart with these things. And there it is. Rip Waffles' charger. Again. Maybe just oh boy. Well, now you gotta make an emergency stop to whatever tech store you have. Or just Walmart. I keep forgetting that every country has a Walmart. It's like, oh, right, yeah. Walmart's an American thing. Damn. I don't know why I've got that Phil Collins song stuck in my head. I don't even know what it's called. Or what the words are. I just got the tune stuck in my head. It's like, why? I haven't even heard it in like months. Just I'm pretty sure it's Phil Collins. I don't know. Just basically Walmart. Oh, okay. It's in. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. And Albert. Uh. Something. Is Walmart a grocery store? Walmart is an everything store. You can get groceries, but you can also get clothes, pet supplies, toys, electronic devices, fishing, home repair, and like home decor, uh, auto repair, guns, camping stuff. I'm trying to think of things that Walmart doesn't sell. But yeah, Walmart's an everything store. But yes, it is most famous for groceries. Well, rip waffles. We're just gonna ignore how bad Short-Tail looks in this frame and how his tail is all wrong. We're just gonna ignore how off he looks in this frame. We're just gonna ignore that. Set a homemade look to it. I just didn't click the button. I got a new mouse, and it's got buttons on the side that I'm not used to, so I need to be more careful about that. That's okay, Waffles. You're having technical difficulties. So the same, it's just the same, that's all. Why is that song in my head? Today was supposed to just be a chill stream anyway, me trying to get back into the groove of just being a figure on the internet. Because for the past few weeks, if you haven't noticed, I have just been MIA. You know what's funny? I think that's a common thing with, I hate to say this word, but content creators. We, like, work ourselves to death, and then we're like, God, guys, I need a break. I need to step away for, like, a day. Is that okay? And literally everyone in the chat is like, yeah? It's okay if you need like a single day off. You are a person. Have you you're a human, right? Have you forgotten that? Yeah. Despite being painfully aware of my limitations, I often forget that I am in fact human. It's kind of funny because it happens so often with content creators, so it makes me think that this line of work, like, attracts the workaholic personality. Because you do need to be constantly working. It is a grind, but it's a grind of a different sort than what most, like, other jobs would require. Because most jobs, when you clock out, that's it. You're done for the day. You don't really need to think about work because it's over there. It's like in your office or at whatever warehouse you work at. But for content creation, that's just it. It can be literally anything. So just because you're away from your office, that doesn't mean you've necessarily clocked out. Son of a bitch. Okay. I don't know how I got on the wrong layer. Anyway. I don't know. It's just something interesting because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Because I hear about it happening so often. We're also going to ignore how weird line stripe looks on this page. This is just going to be a weird page. I found a charger that only works on one side. Oh no. So, like, in my line of work, not streaming for almost, what was it? Like, almost 2 weeks is damn near a death sentence for, like, most content creators. But for me, it's like, hey, man, I needed that break because if I had forced myself to come back before I was ready, I would have hit that wall a lot harder than I would have if I didn't pump the brakes a little bit. Something is attacking my window. It is my cat. I will be right back. I don't have an AFK button or nothing, so you're just gonna have to just pretend there's an AFK button. I'm back. I think I also could use a new chair. I mean, but I don't need a new chair. It's just, I'd like one. So anyway, the point I was getting at is this is like one of the first times I've actually consciously taken some self-care and actually am practicing self-care. I don't feel guilty about taking a break, so that's how I know this is good self-care. I don't feel guilty about it. But at the same time, I feel really weird about it because I'm not guilty. Like, I don't feel, just usually there's I could be working on it. Literally, I should have streamed this. Oh, I should have worked on this. Oh, I should have done this and that. Like, no, I don't think I'm good, actually. I mean, I've worked ahead on the comic, so I can afford to take a few days off. And mostly my streams are working on the comic, and videos, I got a few things in the works. I actually feel kind of apathetic. A part of me is wondering if I should even bother with content creation anymore, and just throwing in the towel. That's not the right color. But on the other hand, a part of me is like, no, because I have a lot of ideas, and, YouTube and content creation is the best form of marketing for your projects and whatnot. And I don't hate making videos or streaming. It's just I'm tired. What color is this supposed to be? I think I'll just go with his nose because I don't have a set color for this bit. Okay, like this frame looks good. I don't know why all the others are so whack. But we're just going to elect to ignore that. No! Hawk, get out of there! Hawk, get out! I don't know why cats just love laying around among electrical cords. I guess it's the hum of the electricity that they love so much, but why? That will hurt you. And fry my computer, which will also hurt you. Because I will be using 110% of my willpower to not kill you. Yeah, exactly. We got so many projects that you want to work on. It's like humanly impossible to get them all done. It's like, how do you choose just one? Like, just work on the one you're most passionate about. That's the problem. That's the problem, Clyde. I'm passionate about everything. That's why I get burnout so easily, because I give 100% of myself in everything I do. So I just fade faster. My miles to the gallon consumption is garbage. Like a Volkswagen Beetle. I don't know. Do Volkswagens have terrible mileage? I know nothing about cars. It also is so bad because I don't realize when I'm pushing myself really hard. Because, like, specific example, for this comic, I have never once in all the times I've worked on this series been as far ahead as I have been. I am like 10 pages ahead. 10 pages doesn't seem like much, but considering I only post 2 a week, that's almost a month ahead. Like, y'all ain't gonna see this page till what comes after February, January, February, March. You ain't gonna see this page till like the end of March. That's how far ahead I am. And I only started working on this in January. Technically December, but yeah, January is when I really was when I brought the comic back from hiatus. So I was like, wow, in 1 month, basically, I did 2 months worth of work. I keep hitting that frickin' button. I really hope that doesn't mess anything up. Just, I did not realize how much I was grinding until then. So yeah, take breaks, self-care, all that jazz. Oh, jazz helps. Your life doesn't need to have a purpose in order to be fulfilling. Which is I say that because I need to hear it. Because it's just being raised in America or like in a Western society, you need to have like a life mission, a life's purpose. It needs to mean something instead of just, existing like nature does. Nature just exists to survive. That's all they do, is just exist. This is too close together. So technically, having a life's purpose outside of just not dying is a human trait. But it's also, being a human is quite exhausting. Any humans in the chat can attest to that. Any non-humans in the chat, applaud yourselves, because being human is horrible. It's not something to be envious of. I don't know why there are so many stories of a robot being, I just want to be human. It's like, no, you don't. No, you do not just want to be human. Data. I hate to tell you this, but your life's mission is stupid. Quit now. Being an android is a lot cooler than being human, and it's not just cool. You don't question your life's purpose. How many panic attacks has Data had over the course of that franchise? Maybe like one, but that's when he had an emotions chip. I just want to be like the rest of everyone else. Hey, guess what? You're an autism coded character, so you feel ostracized by your peers because you can't understand their complex emotions. But honestly, sometimes it's not great being allistic. And I hate that term, allistic, but it's the term we got. Brindlefer, I am so sorry. So how's your weekend? For Americans, it's technically still the weekend because today's President's Day, so we got a bunch of sales and crap going on. Which is probably why there were so many people at Costco yesterday. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh well. You know what's funny? I can navigate my way around a Walmart all by myself. I'm a big kid. I can go to Walmart and not get lost. I can find everything I need. I feel okay talking to workers if I need help. Sometimes. Depends on what I'm looking for. And, the people don't bother me. At Costco, I don't know what it is about Costco, but that place is so overstimulating. It's insane. Like, every time I'm at a Costco, I feel all of my neurodivergent traits just cranked up to 11. I can't focus on anything. I'm being so distracted. There's too many people there. And it's just like, there's no more people here than there is at like a regular Walmart, so what's the dealio? They all have fluorescent lights, so I don't think that's it. Just, I don't know, maybe it's because it's louder at Costco? Because of all the fans and whatnot? But I don't know. Something specifically about Costco is very overstimulating for me. What's it like to have nothing to do? Here's the thing though, I always have something that I could be doing. But it's like, it's not ripe yet. I could be working on other things. In fact, I should be working on other things. It's just, I haven't been. No, this is why I feel so weird about taking a break this time, is because I haven't been rushing myself with all these assets that I need for upcoming things. Like, because usually for making like a new PNG tuber or rebranding my channel once again, I try to get it done as fast as possible. Now, I spent like 3 weeks thinking about it before I decided to do anything about it. And like, you know what? This feels so much better, but at the same time, it's so, like I said, it feels so weird because I don't feel guilty. I don't feel happy either. I kind of feel apathetic about the whole thing. And it's so weird because I hardly ever feel apathy. But I'm feeling weird about my apathy, so I guess it's not apathy because I actually feel something about it. But it's like, it's not a bad emotion, it's just, I should be feeling something. Like, I should be anxious right now, and I'm not. What's going on here? Like, the broken system is working? Hello? Where's the error message of unknown origin? Well, it's not the right button to use. And if you haven't noticed, the I've gotten really into synthwave, and there's just something about that music style because I listen to the music to like get in the mood or the groove of when I'm working on my channel stuff because it's the vibe I want to go for. My brain just shuts off. I am actually calm. So it's just, It feels so weird. But it's not like my creativity is turned off. It's just like I don't feel the urgency of making something. If that makes sense. Because usually it'd be like, oh, I have this idea. I have to make it. I have to make it now. It needs to get done right now. Right now. Needs to get done. Why am I not? It's not getting done fast enough. Oh my god, I feel so terrible. Now it's like, I'm just vibing here. I'm just existing. And it feels awesome. There's a great gig in the sky. If you don't know what that reference is, I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh my god, Waffles, why'd you put the 98 on the fragile rickety desk? 98s are freaking heavy! I put my I don't even have the 98 tower set up. It's just the old monitor. I put that on the solid wood desk, while my lightweight flat screen and drawing tablet is on the flimsy. I don't even think this is real wood. Oh my god. The dogs thought someone was knocking when I hid the desk. Dixie, it's just me! Elias! I know why. I know. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head staring into the proverbial camera. The hard drive is so violent. If it sounds like a jet engine taking off, there's something up. It's funny, because it doesn't look as red here. But it's the same color here, so I don't know why it looks so red. Maybe that's how it's actually supposed to look? I don't know. I've had to up the contrast on my flat monitor because for some reason, when it's hooked up with VGA, the colors are different than with HDMI. I don't understand. It was like more washed out, so I had to like up the contrast. On the Oh yeah. I have no idea what this thing is, but it's gonna be shaded, so I guess I can get away with it. Congratulations, Brenda Furr's coloring didn't kick my ass. Yippee! Genuinely like a Geiger counter, oh my god. That's funny, but it's also terrifying because then you're like, oh no, is this gonna blow up or something? I know this looks bright, but bear with me. Actually, no, it should be warmer. Because she's feeling warm feelings. But not quite pink. I would say as I add pink. Hang on. Let's figure this out. Once again, I'm struggling with abstract, yet these highly detailed trees are like super easy for me. Oh, that's much better. Nice and pastel, as it were. His isn't gonna be orange. But it is gonna be a something. We'll get to that later. What I am gonna do is maybe I'll, what is this? Yeah, I can start with that. Put this on a square. There we go. Since I rearranged my office, my keyboard is not right next to me when I'm drawing like it used to be, and I did not realize how much I used my freaking keyboard or mouse for drawing. I almost used my keyboard and mouse more than my pen, honestly. But with my mouse, I'm using it to constantly zoom in and out. It's like not even moving. I'm just zooming in and out. And then the keyboard is for like readjusting the canvas and whatnot. Which is probably why the line art for this thing turned out so weird, because I forgot to flip the canvas. Good Jesus, look at that. It looks like a Picasso. Nothing against Picasso. Fun fact, he used to carry a gun around with him so he'd fire blanks at people who would always ask what his pieces meant. I don't actually know if that's true. I just heard it enough times. I was like, hey, maybe it's true. Who knows? But it's probably one of those hyperboles where it's like an over-exaggeration because that just sounds right. And it's just funny enough to where people would just believe it. Like George Washington chopping down a cherry tree. Never in his life, well, not to say that he never did, he lived on a farm, he had an orchard, but, like, he didn't chop down a cherry tree and it wasn't a lesson about lying. But it is still funny. It's like an Aesop fable at that point, using real people. Educational fan fiction. Yes, hello, puppy. Cause we only wanna run for the night. I need to get the other page because I forgot what the bushes look like and I merged them layers down. God dang it. Oh well, here's a spoiler for the next page. That looks really good. I might make this my new DeviantArt banner because this looks really good. It's so weird to because I'm like surprised at my own art process half the time. It's like the entire process, I'm like, oh my god, this looks so bad. This looks so bad. It's garbage. Oh, it's so ugly. And then when I get around finishing, it's like, oh, yep, well, here it is. It's finished. I guess it looks good. And then I come back to it later. I'm like, oh, I'm actually kind of good at this art thing. And that's not arrogance. I hate it when whenever an artist looks at their piece and says, yes, this stuff is good. They're like, oh my god, you're so arrogant. How dare you? It's like, it's called being proud of your work, and that's a good thing. Like, guys, it's not quirky to just constantly hate everything you make. I'm gonna use different, yeah, I'm gonna use a texture brush. In fact, you shouldn't hate everything you make. You should be proud of what you do. You know? I don't know, it's just the, tortured artist. Has just become so mainstream. But I'm a hipster. I go against conventional fads. I practice things like self-love and positive affirmations. Oh, I wish that were true. What I do. There's no greater feeling than working on a thing and then stepping back and doing, damn, I do good work. You should feel happy when you make something. Because art is supposed to be an expression of yourself. And your reflection on how you feel, how you feel about the art you made, which is supposed to be self-expression, is an admittance of your own character. Or however the phrase is supposed to go. But some people seem to have this weird, belief that when you are creating art, it's meant to be for the audience. But in most cases, that's not true. In fact, in all cases, that's not true. Art is meant for the artist. The audience is just there. Sorry. I had to go check something. God, I love having a wireless mouse. I can just roll on over to my other desk, see what my other monitor's doing real quick, and then roll right back without having to worry about tripping over our card. Oh yeah, I swear to God, it's not going to be cell phones and whatnot that kills this generation. It's just going to be the random electrical buzzing that comes from all of our appliances and PCs. They got like computers at NASA that don't even make this much noise. Oh, I'm liking how that looks already. It's gonna be a little bit more yellow up here. So I don't have to worry about shading the whole thing later. I can just... God dang it. I can just do it now, in the coloring process. I love color theory. Despite not having any grasp on what it actually is or means. Because that is possible. It is possible to be an artist and not have a proper grasp on color theory. Because maybe I do have a grasp on color theory and what it actually freaking is. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Now, there's like very few times where I will like look back at an art piece and go, "Oh, I can't even look at this," or any sort of creation of mine, because I like watch an old video I made and I'm sitting here thinking, "Man, I really forced myself to be something I'm not," and that's entertaining. That's just something to think about. Looking back at your old work, it's like, oh, ugh. I had very low self confidence when I made this. And that's sad, less than irritating or embarrassing. But hey, if you're not embarrassed, at least a little bit, when you look back on things you've said or done, that means you have not grown. I keep hitting that damn button! That means you haven't grown as a character. Person. Ignore the slip up. Hmm. And as much as I love the airbrush tool, I am really loving this Sumi pen, because it's just giving me texture that I don't have to add in myself. I can just pretend I'm a good artist. Fake it till you make it. Now, sometimes it is good to use the airbrush tool, especially if we're faking trees, like here. And let's see, there. All right. Whoops. It's good. I'm gonna fake one here. Maybe a little bit of a branch right there. There we go. Faking a bit like this. Maybe a little bit of that. And some of these, and some of them. Oh, this is so... Okay, I need to close that blind behind me. It's adding a glare on my screen. I'm infuriated. Oh. Hello, PC. You're getting a little warm. Ah. I have... Okay, I do. Now I can see. Yes. And so we've already been here for what, like an hour? Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes or so. I don't know if I'm going to work on the next page as well, because these pages saved me 5 years. But we'll just see how much energy I have. Oh, you're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Okay, that's. I've actually never played. Well, we had that game, but I never actually played it. I was actually heartbroken because I couldn't find this one old CD-ROM we had called Captain Crunch, and it was like the Crunchian Adventure or something like that. I know we had it, and I can't find it anywhere, and I think it might have died a long time ago. Like it broke, and we had to throw it away because I know I wouldn't have thrown it away. I loved that game, and we still have all the old '98 CD games, like like Clue Finders and Treasure Math Storm and stuff like that. So I think it actually just busted. No, I loved that game so much. And then I found some goat had posted the original soundtrack on YouTube, and oh, the flashbacks I was getting just listening to the soundtrack. That was the first platforming game I actually enjoyed. Usually I hate platformers, but that one was special. You talking about landlines there? I kind of miss landlines. If I ever get enough money to have my own place, I might just have a landline put in. For shits and giggles. Hmm. Oh, okay, that's where that is. I need to erase that and that. Okay, looks good. I'm just wondering about the lighting because I have a tendency of going a little overboard. Like, am I just gonna do... Wait, whoops. Actually, I should put it up here. Just turn it down. What, like 50? Yeah, that's good. Das ist good. Just gonna merge down. La-di-da, la-di-da, 'tis autumn. Don't ask me why I got that song stuck in my head. I forgot. What brush should I use? Ah, I can't tell. Oh well. Just need a little bit of some of this. And a bit of that. There we go. And then we'll come back. And then we chill. And then we come back with just a touch of that. There we go. And we just add a little bit over here. There. I know how you feel, man. I feel like when I was working on Gatesville, I was afraid a lot of the episodes would be too boring because I was spending a lot of time with just the mundane in a world where vampires and crap exists. I felt like I was spending too much time just showing regular life. But at the same time, I think that's important, especially for the series, just to show regular life. Because like the point for that story is to get across that we're just regular people with regular needs and regular pitfalls. I mean, just because you're a 100-year-old vampire that has seen war, death, and destruction, that doesn't mean you still have to figure out how you're gonna pay your taxes this year, or struggling just trying to get a phone line, your phone line set up because your usual agency doesn't cover that area. Like, God dang it! Well, is there can you get someone out here at least? I need a phone line. Well, if you just call this number, it's like, I don't have a phone line. How can I call someone to get my phone line set up if I don't have a phone line to begin with? You know, just regular stuff like that. Which I think, personally, is more fun than worrying about some sort of vampire cult family civil war going on and all the humans are going to discover our identity. It's like, are you kidding me? It's not that hard to figure out if you're a vampire. There's literally like 5 requirements. And in a world where everyone knows about vampires and werewolves and whatnot, it's very easy to pick one out. The only real trouble is if it's like, are you gonna cause me Is my family trouble? No? Well, then I might not report you. You know, it's that kind of situation. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just won't buy it. And I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. I said that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. But I don't let it get me down. Is this final world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pirate, a pauper, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. Oh, I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just won't buy it. And then I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Well, now technically this is for shoot. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is this one. I don't have anything come this here July. I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die. My. God, I love Frank Sinatra. Y'all don't understand. crush on top in June. I say that's life. That's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. I don't have any line art for this background. Oh well, I'll just brush it in. So much better now. Glad I took a break. Oh yeah. Pacing is one of those things where it feels like it's gonna be like an impossible thing to fix. But as I heard in one video say, pacing is not the issue, it's a symptom of the real issue. So once you find what the underlying real issue is, then you can figure out, okay, this needs to be here, that needs to be there, this needs to be maybe a touch longer. But that's because this point needs to come across. You know? It's not the issue, it's just a issue. Oh yeah, totally. I'll tell you what, if you want some really, like, phenomenal writing advice, I highly suggest checking out the local script man and his videos. Oh my. I won't say they're a lifesaver, because I haven't got to implement all of his advice yet, but I have thought about it. I was like, oh, this is so much easier now. Like, okay, I did implement his characters are not people advice. And my god, it's helped me so much with writing. And like figuring out what to do with certain characters. Because characters are not people. Characters serve a narrative purpose. If they don't serve a narrative purpose, they're just taking up space. Like, oh! So I need to figure out a purpose for these characters. Okay, well, what about this, this, and that? Oh my god, I just solved 50 plot holes with that. And here's some more, like, story ideas, just based on that advice alone. It's good stuff. You know what, I think for these I should use the G pen just to give it slightly more texture so it looks less slapped on top. of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started in the hum. Still, it's a real good bet. The best is yet to come. Best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? Best is yet to come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine. I'm gonna teach you to fly. We've only tasted the wine. We're gonna drain the cup dry. Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met. And wait till you see that sunshine place. You ain't seen nothing yet. Best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? Best is yet to come the day you're mine. Oh, woo, that's not the right color. Oh, you gotta test them out? Yeah. Rest up easy. Thank you. I will do my best. Mm. Alright. Then up top here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this bush layer, this layer, and continue it on upward. There we go. That's why this one's looking a little weird. I ain't adding in the lighting yet. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Now this looks weird now, but if I fix it... just a little bit of coloring of the line art. Actually, if I make this, there we go. There we go. Drama? I say that's looking pretty good. Okay, I think this is that. I have no idea what his background color is gonna be. I guess I could go with the blue just to box it in, and then we'll figure out what it is. If I do the thing where I just like actually not that color. If I use his eye color, I'm kind of like now. Well, no, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. And then take a shade color. And then either just turn down the opacity or Hmm. Nah. Of course, with the shading and whatnot, it'll look a little bit different, but... Hmm. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And move on with some of the shading. Okay, that looks pretty good. Multiply 65. This is him, so it's gonna be a touch more red. At least to start with. And then maybe a little bit lighter. Add in some of the green, because it's reflecting off the leaves. Also maybe a bit of the yellow in in this area. I just need to blend that together a little bit. Okay, well, I know for right here, this needs to be really dark. Almost black. In fact, yeah, that's damn near black. She doesn't need any shading here. Maybe some highlights, but no shading. Ah. There. Because then we also color the lines a little bit. Orange for his eyes. And probably just a little bit of that all over. That's a really good color for him. Just gonna throw some of this on his line art, but then for his close-up. A different color. No, that is not the right color. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Coloring the line art, when you like zoom out, it looks like I just scribbled over everything. But when you just clip it, it looks intentional. And I think I'm gonna stop here for now. My eyes need a break, and I need lunch. So, thank you all so much for watching, whether you watch live or after the fact. Either way, I love you. I don't know if that's just gonna stay the outro or not, or if I'm just gonna even bother trying to figure something out. The longer I'm on this hellscape of an earth, the more I realize it is exhausting to be quirky. So, just do whatever. You don't have to stick to a script. Let's go off script. Let's ad lib. Anyway. I don't know if streams are going to be a regular thing anymore, guys. I honestly don't. But, just know, I'm not leaving. There are things in the works. It's just gonna take a heckin' long time to do. So, if you want to stay up to date on the comic, my DeviantArt is linked in the description. That's where I post the page, as well as all my other social medias. I think I'm most active on Toy House, actually, even though that's not technically a social media. But anyway, most hopefully we can get that all figured out. I wish you all the best of luck in all your creative endeavors, and remember to take breaks. I will see you all later. Bye bye.